Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. So today for you guys I have a Fix My House, of course, because it's Friday or Saturday, wherever you are. I don't know. Okay, anyway, so today I have this house called Old Family Home. It was made by someone called Sean T402, and the description says, this home has been in the Dwight family for many years. When Ben's parents passed away, don't know who Ben is, Ben sold the house Ben sold his house that his wife and 3 kids lived in, 2 girls and a boy. It's been vacant for a few years now and has seen better days. Can you make this house bigger and more functional for this family of 5? So basically they bought this house from, this family bought this house from someone named Ben, and now they want someone to renovate it. And so I renovated it. And I think it looks, I did a bad job. Okay, I'm gonna have to tell you guys that I did a bad job. I gave them a better kitchen. I gave them more room. I don't know necessarily. I mean, okay, I built this house yesterday when I was on a Skype call with my friends because, well, okay, I'll get into it later. But I don't think I did very good, but hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, so I am back with this Fix My House, and I'm gonna have to say that I am kind of regretting this build, but you know what, that's okay, because, and the reason I say that is because, like, this is definitely not my best. I have done better, but that being said, I want to get into today's story. So, as I said before, I was in a Skype call with my friends when I was doing this, and they didn't know I was doing this because they don't really talk. We don't talk about my YouTube. Like, they subscribe to me, but they don't really watch my videos, I don't think. And if they do, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, that's what you were doing yesterday," like that kind of thing. You know, I was talking to them. I did this yesterday, I did this 2 days ago. I did this 2 days ago, and we were all on a Skype call, and they were creating us in The Sims. And I was talking to them about like what stuff they should use. Like she was showing me, my friends were showing me, like how they were creating us, our squad, I guess. I don't know. I don't call us a squad. That's what my friend said. Obviously I'm not gonna say her name. That's, you know, just me. But she was creating they were creating our squad because it was 2 of my female friends at one of my friends' house. But she was, you know, they were creating us, me, them, my friends, both of my friends' boyfriends, and then my ex, which we're all a squad, I guess. I don't know, but you know, just, it was funny. I was having fun yesterday, but I was doing this build while I was on call with them, and I ended up they actually didn't know I was building. I was like, I'm just doing something. So I was like, I was also playing The Sims, and they were playing The Sims, and it was just, you know, Simception. I don't know. Anyway. That's all about that. The next thing I want to talk about is I want to rant for a second, okay? If you didn't know, I have pets, okay? A lot of people have pets, but my pets are like I'm very serious about my pets, okay? And here's the reason why I'm even talking about my pets is because I have Instagram, okay? I think I link it in the description every day, like every video I do. So the link is probably in the description, I'm pretty sure. But I leave the description for my Instagram, like the link to it, so you guys can follow me if you want to, like check me out. If you don't know what my face looks like, my face is on there a couple of times, because, you know, it's Instagram. Who doesn't post pictures of themselves on Instagram? Okay, but I post pictures on Instagram, and my cats don't, okay, it's actually only my cat, like my cat Tigger, okay? He is adorable, like I love him so much. He's 5 years old. I've had him since he was a baby, okay? And the reason I'm talking about this is because somebody, me and my friends have been getting into fights lately with these 10-year-olds, okay? We'll say 10. They're probably more like 14, but like 10, okay? Because they're acting like children. They're acting like they are my niece's age. My niece is 8, okay? But, so these children, basically, have been just trying to fight with me and my friends. The same friends that I was in the Skype call with when I was doing this build. But, they've been trying to fight with my friends about something. And it's honestly to the point, like, yesterday, or no, it was more like Tuesday when I got into, like, this point where I was like, I've had enough of these kids. So I checked, because I don't check my Instagram notifications every day, because I'm kind of busy, you know, because I've been doing schoolwork and stuff lately, and I've also been trying to keep up with YouTube and stuff, and I've just, you know, been myself, right, and hanging out with friends and stuff like that, because it's break, you know, so I've been hanging out, like, not really hanging out, but, like, talking with my friends, because they live in Texas and I don't, you know what I mean, so it's like, okay, but This girl, okay, I'm not gonna say her name, even though I really want to. Her name is really weird. Like, if you go on my Instagram, you can probably see, like, I shit on her a lot. Actually, I only talked one thing about her, but, like, okay, back to the cat. My cat is the best, one of the best things that's ever happened to me, basically. All of my cats are, like, both of them. I only have two, and then I have a dog, but, you know, I don't talk about her. I'd reject her as a joke. But if you know me, like, in real life, you'll know I reject my dog. It's only a joke. I love her so much. Like, she's one of the best things that ever happened to me, and I just reject her as a joke. Like, ew, you're so ugly, like, that thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people do that with their friends as a joke. Of course, I would never, like, reject my dog in real life, because, like, you know. But, anyway, my cat, he's one of the best things that ever happened to me. He's so adorable, and I love him so much, to the point where it's like, he's not, like, just my cat. He's, like, my baby. Like, I don't want kids. Like, this is me. Like, I just don't want children in real life. Like, when I'm older, of course, I don't want children. But, so, my cats, my pets are my babies, right? But, and this girl, I'll say 10, because I really don't care about how old she is. This 10-year-old little girl comes on my Instagram, because we were fighting over Instagram, like, on DMs, we were fighting. Like, me and this girl. It's not even the same girl, this other girl. I'll say her name, Nicole. My best friend's name is, okay. My best friend, we weren't fighting my best friend, but, like, there's this other girl named Nicole that we were fighting, and she brought one of her friends. I'm not going to say the girl's name, but the girl that I was fighting with, because the girl that hate commented about my cat, basically, she's one of the girl that we're fighting's friends. Like, Nicole is the girl that we're fighting against, because, like, this girl, Nicole, is just a bitch. And so we were fighting Nicole, and Nicole brings her friend in. And I'll say this girl's name is Faith, okay? Faith has this thing where she's just a bitch, like, and nobody knows what it is. It's like, even Nicole doesn't know. And so it's like, okay, like, Faith is just a bitch. Like, I hate her now just because of what she did to me. Like, my cat, like, abusing my cat, like, honestly. But Faith, she looks at my page, which I'm not private. Like, my thing isn't private because I don't care, because I'm on the internet. So if you're going to find me, you're going to find me. Like, I don't care. But just don't stalk me, you know what I mean? So it's like, this Faith girl goes on my Instagram page. Her Instagram's private, so I'm not going to request to follow her just to talk crap about her on her Instagram. I'm not going to do that, because I'm not petty, first of all. So, anyway, she goes on my Instagram, because let me just stop being all over the place and just get to the point. She goes on my Instagram page. She finds, like, she looks through my pictures, of course, because you have to look through pictures to see these. And there's a picture of my cat. Now, my cat, you know, my Instagram, okay? Just, if you go there, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, I'll try to I'll see if I can put a picture of him here, okay? But my cat, okay, he's adorable, okay? He's just, I don't know why she would say this, but she comes on my Instagram, she sees a picture of my cat, and my cat, like, he doesn't come into my room very much, so, like, on the off days he does, I take photos with him, and then I post them on my Instagram, and sometimes on Twitter. But this one picture in particular, I put a heart around him, and I was like, my cat hung out with me today, yay, and, like, you know, just because I was happy because he was hanging out with me, because he doesn't do that very often, which is kind of sad, because he doesn't really like my room, because he just doesn't like my room, I don't know. And so she comments, she's like, hold on, let me bring up the exact screenshot, because I have the screenshot. I found the screenshot, and it says, ugh, ew, you have the ugliest cat in the entire planet. And it's like, excuse you, do you not realize how cute my cat is? Like, I will try to put a picture up, like, here or something, but if I can't, then I will just, like, link a picture of him from my Instagram or something. I'll try to put a picture. I know I have one on my computer saved somewhere. But anyway, let me just not talk about that, because she honestly, like, makes me want to kill her. Like, I'm not actually gonna, like, hurt somebody, but, like, I want to fight her. You know what I mean? Like, if I had the chance to fight her, I probably would, and I would win, because I've fought before. Like, oh my god, it makes me sound so terrible when I say that. I've, like, fought before with my brothers, you know what I mean? Like, not my brothers, but, like, my dad and stuff. Like, we used to, like, fight, you know, because growing up with 4 guys is not, you know, like, it's not, like, the best, it's not the best feminine situation, you know what I mean, but, like, it's whatever. But anyway, let me move on, and, like, let me talk about my family, because Christmas was a couple of days ago. Christmas was, like, what, 5 days ago, you know? So, anyway, So for Christmas, my family came over, and we have a table, right? It normally sits 6 people, but we put an extender on it that seats 10 people. My grandma said it was 12, but I think she's lying, because the edges just didn't have enough room for 12. So, and we had 13 people coming, like 13 people that were gonna be there, like, because I don't know. Excuse what I'm doing here, because I just don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly, at this point. But, so, we were gonna have, like, 13 people. It was, like, us, the 5 of us that live in my house, and, like, however many people. Let's see. I don't want to do math. 13 minus 5, I don't know. 8 people coming over? I think, yeah, 8 people. So, 8 people were coming over, and we had to sit all of them and us at a 10-person table. 13 people, it's not ideal. And you'll never guess who had to set the table. I'll give you like 5 seconds before I tell you who did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, no, it was me, okay? It was me. I had to set places for 13 people. Now, normally, when I set the table, I don't complain about it because it's like, okay, whatever. But, I say this because of 13 people at a 10-person table, okay? That is impossible, but it happened. And my grandma yelled at me because I put the spoons on the wrong side, and it was like, Grandma, there was no fucking room for the spoons on the right side of the napkin. Oh, Jesus, Grandma, get out of here, like, honestly. But that's enough ranting about my grandma for today. Let me just bring up the other side of my family, because this is my dad's side. Now, my mom and I are estranged. And I've talked about this before. My parents are divorced, of course. But, like, a lot of people have parents that are divorced, so it's not really that big of a deal. Like, I'm over it, you know? Like, my mom and I have never really been close, which is one of those things where it's, like, deep-rooted issues for my mother, but, like, and her side of the family. But, my mother and I are estranged. We don't, like, she texts me, like, every day, and I don't respond, because I'm salty. I'm just, you know, I'm petty, and I don't respond to her text messages, and when she calls me, I just don't answer. But, you know, that's a me problem. Hi, I have mommy issues, like, anyway. Like, the thing with my family is my grandmother, and oh, bless his soul, my grandfather, well, technically my step-grandfather, but, like, same thing, you know what I mean? My grandma, like, when I was really little, like, when I was, like, 8, I guess, I don't know, that's not really little, but, like, when I was just young, okay, like, I'm old, I'm still young now, you know, but, like, younger, like, when I was, like, from the time I was, like, 6 until I was, like, 10 or 11, you know, like, we would go for Christmas, like, on Christmas Eve, of course, and we would go to my grandma and grandpa's house. This tradition, however, stopped when my grandfather passed away, because I wasn't comfortable going there anymore, because there was some stuff that happened when I was really little, and, like, the only way I could cope was that, like, the things that happened, like, weren't brought up, and, like, they were brought up sometimes, but not, like, a lot. But, well, no. Okay, they weren't really, like, brought up, but, like, it was just still in my mind, you know? Because, like, however old I was just thinking about a lot of random stuff. But, I don't know. There's just, like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, you know? I don't want to give it details, because, like, I don't want to seem like a person that cries wolf, you know what I mean? I don't want to be, like, and I've been called a liar for what happened before. Like, I'm honestly over it. Like, I don't care anymore. To the point where it's like, I could tell you guys if I wanted to, but, like, I don't feel comfortable telling you guys, because, like, it's personal for me, and it's just something I'm still not comfortable with, like, to this day. Like, I'm uncomfortable with the whole situation in general, which kind of sucks, because, like, it's my family, which they should have supported me, but they didn't, and it was like, okay, whatever. But when I was little, we used to go to my grandfather's church, because he had the church built. I'm not very religious anymore. I'm just not, you know. But, like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just not very religious. It's one of my other things where it's like, okay, whatever, you know. Like, I'm not religious, and I don't, like, hate people who are religious. Like, I'm not one of those people who's like, you believe in God? Like, no, I'm not. I don't shame people for believing in God. I just don't necessarily believe in him. I believe in a higher power, which is something for a different time, but, like, I just don't necessarily believe in a God. It's just my thing, you know, because, like, I'm one of those people who's like, God's never been there for me, like, so why should I have to believe in it? Because, like, it's just, I don't know, I have problems, but But, like, so for Christmas, we would gather at my grandfather's church, and we would open up presents on Christmas Eve. This was Christmas Eve, because we didn't want to spend Christmas Day, because Christmas Day is the time where it's like, spend it with your immediate family, okay? I don't want to be spending Christmas with a whole bunch of people that don't give a shit about me, you know what I mean? And, like, this has always been the case, where it's like, my whole entire family on my mother's side has always been, like, they've always hated me. And I feel like it's not my fault necessarily, just because of who my dad is. And my dad's a great person, like, honestly. I don't know why they have a problem with him. They just have a problem. They have no problem. Like, they have problems with him, but, like, for no reason. So, you know. But, like, they just don't like me because of who my dad is. And that's, like, my dad's a great guy. Like, whatever. But, so they hate him for no reason. And, like, so I've always been, like, the black sheep in my family. And I realize this now, too, because of who I am. Because my attitude and stuff like that. Like, I have attitude problems, of course, because who doesn't? But still. But let's see. So, Christmas Eve, like, I remember one year where it was, like, we all were, like, there was a ton of us, like, how do I, like, explain this? How it was, like, my grandma, my grandpa, and then, like, their kids. So, my mom, and my mom's sister, my mom's brother, and then my mom's kids. So 3 of my mom's kids, me and 2 of my brothers, because one of my brothers lives in Ohio, and he didn't come for Christmases because he was with his dad, because we all have different dads, like most of us do. There's 2 of us that have the same dad, but then the others don't. So there's 3 different dads basically. But 2 of my brothers would be there, and then 2 of my brother's kids, because my brother has 3 kids, but 2 of them have different moms. Like, 2 of them are one lady's kids, and then 1 of them is another lady's kids, and then he doesn't ever see the other one, like the older one. Just, it's a strange situation, I don't want to go into it, but, so, my brother's kids would be there, and then my brother's ex-wife, because they're not married anymore. Like, they weren't married, but they were together, so they're not together anymore, and so they would be there, and then my other brother and his wife at the time. And they got divorced recently. Like, they got divorced, like, a year or 2 ago. And I find it kind of funny, but, like, it's not... Okay, that's not actually funny. Like, I'm twisted, but, like, I think it's kind of funny, because I was the one that wore a black dress to a wedding. Okay. That's just me, though. Okay. But, and then my aunt would bring her kids, so she's got 2 boys, and then my cousin, my older cousin, would bring his girlfriend, or his wife now, I think, but his girlfriend at the time, and their daughter, which she was a really little baby when this happened, like, when this was, like, this Christmas Eve that I'm talking about, in general. And then my cousin would come, my other cousin, my younger one, would come, because he would be my, it's a he, my bad, my aunt's younger son. And then my uncle and his old lady, they're not married, they're together, but they don't break up. Like, they haven't broken up ever, which is really weird. They're not married, because I'd call her my aunt, because she's not really my aunt, but she kind of is, you know what I mean? And so they come, and then her daughter would come. Her daughter doesn't come anymore, because, like, I don't either, but, like, her daughter, like, she gave her daughter up, basically. But her daughter used to come, and I guess she was my cousin, but she wasn't really my cousin, because she wasn't really related to my uncle, but he still treated her like a kid, because my uncle doesn't have any kids, but, you know. And then my grandfather's kids, because my grandfather and my grandmother got married after my mom was born, and so it's like, my grandfather has kids before my grandmother, but they didn't have kids together. They had 1 kid together, which was my aunt. So, you know, but my grandfather had, like, 2 or 3 kids. One of them never showed up. I've never met him before. And then one of them was a lady. I don't remember her name, but she would come, and she'd bring her kids and her grandkids and one of her great-grandkids, because they had babies when they were, like, 16, along with my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother had my mother when she was, like, 17, and my mother had my brother, my older brother, the one that has 3 kids, when she was 16, and my brother got a girl pregnant when he was 18. And my mother has this theory that I will end up getting pregnant when I am 17, and I don't believe this theory, because I don't talk to guys very much. Like, I've had boyfriends in the past my dad doesn't know about, necessarily, but, like, you know, I don't think I'll be getting pregnant anytime soon. Just, that's me, you know. I don't want kids anyways, so it's like, whatever. But, like, you know, anyway, like, and so, and then my grandfather's other son would come, because he has 2 sons, I'm pretty sure, and he would bring his wife, I think, and her kids, because I don't think they had kids, but they would bring her kids. And I think maybe she had a grandkid, so that was a lot of people showing up. Like, a lot of people in one area, and then, like, some other, like, my brother would probably bring a friend or something. And then, like, my brother's ex-wife now, my brother's wife, like, my younger, older brother, would bring, like, they would probably bring someone. And they're animals. Because my brother would bring his dog, and my other brother would bring, like, his cat or something. And so there was a lot of animals. It was just a mess. It was a complete mess. I don't know. Anyways, that's about all the time I have for now, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and comment down below, and I hope you enjoyed my crazy family story. Yes, I have a big crazy family, and I'm not with them anymore. I'm estranged from them, but yeah. Alright, I'll see. I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all later. And don't forget to like and comment down below and subscribe because I put out new videos all the time. And as always, I will see you later. Bye, everyone.